Do you need a hobby table? How long does it take to actually paint a miniature? And how do you do cool glow effects? All that will be answered in this video. Heyo fellow plastic painter, and welcome to the Painted Plastic Show, where I answer your miniature painting questions. If we're just meeting for the first time, my name is Charles, and I help beginner miniature painters learn to save time and money by teaching them paint fast and effective. So let's get into those questions. First question is someone asking, are hobby tables really necessary? For me, hobby tables aren't really necessary. I don't think you could spend your money in better places, honestly. You could just use your dining room table if everyone in your home agrees that that's okay. If you just lay down some like newspaper or something so you don't make any markups on your table. You can also just buy a folding table, which is what I did. I went to Walmart and I bought a 4-foot long folding table. It was about $50 Canadian, so you probably get cheaper in the States or anywhere else really. So that's what I use, and I don't, it's just, I bought it just specifically for this, so it's okay if I mark it up. I don't really care if it gets painted up, and if I need the room, wherever I'm painting, if I need the room or I need an extra table for like when I'm playing my games, I can use the folding table for that, or I can pack it up and just set it aside as a folding table. Like, it's not gonna take up much room. So that's what I would go with. Gives you plenty of space to work with. If you have more than 4 feet worth of like miniatures and paint and everything else, you probably should be looking at condensing some of that down. Next up is someone asking, how long does it take to actually paint a miniature? So there's a number of different factors here. You're looking at your skill level as well as your experience. You're looking at what kind of quality you're aiming for. You're looking at the detail of the miniature, the paint scheme you're going with, as well as the amount of time you have to commit to actually doing all this. For me, when I go to paint my miniatures, a lot of that stuff is kind of already predetermined. Like, I already know my skill level. I know what I'm usually aiming for, and I know roughly how long it'll take me, anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. And usually I'm batch painting a bunch of miniatures, so it's not gonna take that long for each individual one. Batch painting is a great way to save you time. Also, for me, I live alone in a house and with just 2 cats, so I have all the time in the world because my life is just so damn lonely. Oh God, why? Oh God. Why am I so low? Question of the video, how long does it usually take you to paint a miniature? Leave your response in the comments down below. And if you're getting any value out of this video, leaving a like really helps out. So how do you do glow effects? So there's 2 different ways you can do glow effects. The first one is the best looking way, I think, personally, which is to glaze a glowing effect on. In the last episode of the Painted Plastic Show, I talked about glazing and also linked a video about glazing in it. So you should go check out that, and if you want a little more detail on that. The other way is to just paint the glow effect right on, like just straight up. Doesn't look as good. You can kind of like highlight up to kind of get it so it's not just like one flat color. I think personally, if you're gonna do like a glow effect or something, it's worth it to spend the time to actually glaze it on rather than just paint it on. But not everybody has that kind of time, as we were talking about earlier in the video. So if you do have to just paint it straight on, you just want to get it over with, that's one way to go. Or you're just not confident enough in your glaze effects yet, or you don't have a medium to help you with glaze effects, then just painting it straight on is fine. Good rule of thumb though, when you do these kind of things with object source lighting, glow effects, what have you, is to make sure that the source of the light is brighter than the light it's giving off. And that hard edges, such as like the edge of like armor or something, like where there's like a sharp edge, those take light a lot harder than like the flat surface or a rounded surface or something. So the light can actually be more intense on those. So just watch out for those, and that should help your OSL, your glow effects, look a lot better too. If you liked all that, leave a like down below. That really helps out the channel. If you have a favorite answer, or you want something clarified, or you want a question answered in next week's video, leave a comment down below. Remember to hit subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified when I put out more videos, because I'm always putting out more of these videos, these painted plastic shows to answer your miniature painting questions. I also do other videos on the channel as well, where I deep dive into certain techniques, certain steps of painting miniatures, and even painting specific miniatures. But most important of all, remember to get it to the table and have a good day.